Let me explain different molecules of single bond, double bond and triple bond along with electron dot structures. So, I am going to announce the topic for today's class: formation of molecules. What is the topic name? Formation of molecules through covalent bond. Through covalent bond with the help of electron dot structures. Yes. So once again, formation of molecules through covalent bond with the help of electron dot structures. So this is about today's topic. Now let me introduce first single bond. Let us have a look about first single bond molecule formation. What is that bond called? Single bond formation. Do you know how a single bond formed? Yesterday we discussed. A single bond is formed due to sharing of one pair of electrons between the atoms. Now the different examples comes under this category are: first one, under this single covalent bond, and a single covalent bond is denoted by one free line. Now the first example, formation of hydrogen. How a hydrogen molecule is formed? Through single covalent bond. Now you know, in hydrogen molecule there are two atoms of hydrogen. But now let me take first hydrogen atom. Hydrogen ka symbol H, you know. Atomic number of hydrogen is 1. This one electron belongs to K. Now one more hydrogen, second hydrogen with the same configuration once again, atomic number 1, 1K, approach one another one day. Then because of this interaction, they mutually share electron from outermost shell, because single atom of hydrogen is unstable. To attain stability, first hydrogen would like to combine with the second hydrogen. They mutually share one electron from the outermost shell. And the next structure is like this. Let me represent this hydrogen in the form of a circle like this. So first circle represents a hydrogen. What is this element called? Hydrogen. Okay. And after overlapping, so do you know what is meant by overlapping? Interaction is called overlapping. So at appropriate internuclear distance, both the atoms are interacting or overlapping. Now this is for second hydrogen. This hydrogen contribute one valency electron for the shared pair, and even this hydrogen also contribute one electron from the outermost shell. Now first electron is represented by dot, second electron is represented by cross. Now in this way, after this sharing, both the hydrogens at a time will attain stability by acquiring the nearest noble gas configuration, that is helium. Now let me show that. Let me close this hydrogen. Then this hydrogen consisting of how many electrons, my dear? Yes, you are correct, 2. So this is stable. Or otherwise, if you close this hydrogen also consisting of 2 electrons called duplex structure, that is already stable. And after this bond formation, next hydrogen, this one pair of electrons shown in the form of single line with one hydrogen finally leads to the formation of a hydrogen molecule. Yes. So this is about how a hydrogen molecule is formed through covalent bonding, where sharing of one pair of electron takes place. And this pair of electrons which involved in bond formation is called bond pair. What is this electron pair? Is called bond pair. And these two atoms which are involved in the bond formation are called bonding atoms. So this is about first formation about hydrogen. Okay. Now let us move on to the second formation in this case. Now the second formation is water. Do you know? Water. What is the formula of water? H2O. The central atom in water molecule is oxygen. So the central atom is oxygen. And how many hydrogens are there in water molecule? 2 hydrogens. Now this big circle is meant for oxygen. You know? And according to the data, oxygen atomic number 8, configuration 2, 6. How many valence electrons are there? 6. Out of the 6 valency electrons, first 2 valency electrons contributed to, one electron contributed to first hydrogen, and the second valency electron contributed to second hydrogen. You do understand about this one, dear students? Out of 6 valency electrons, first electron contributed to first hydrogen and 1 electron contributed to second hydrogen. Still, how many electrons left in oxygen? Still 4 more electrons are left which do not involved in bond formation. And these electron pairs which do not involved in bond formation are called lone pairs. These electron pairs are alone. And from hydrogen side, 1 electron contributed towards this oxygen, and even second hydrogen also 1 electron contributed towards this oxygen, so as to attain the nearest noble gas configuration. After bond formation, this oxygen attained neon gas configuration. Each and every hydrogen will attain helium gas configuration. In that way, oxygen as well as hydrogens attain stability. So this is about the formation of water. After this bond formation, the structure would be like this: O with single bond hydrogen with 2 lone pair of electrons on oxygen. Okay, and ultimately this led to the formation of H2O. That means water. So these are the 2 examples which I explained under single covalent bond. And there are different examples, many examples also there in this category, like chlorine molecule, fluorine molecule, especially ammonia, NH3, sulfur molecule, S8 also comes under this category. You know, methane, simplest hydrocarbon, also comes under single bond category. For suppose, if you take ammonia molecule, central atom is nitrogen with 5 valency electrons, but unstable. The remaining 3 hydrogens are able to contribute 1 electron to nitrogen. From nitrogen, out of 5 valence electrons, 1 electron contributed to first hydrogen, second electron contributed to second, third electron contributed to third. In that way, we will get ammonia molecule also. The structure of the molecule seems to be pyramidal because the structure is like this. That's why the shape of the molecule is pyramidal. With the nitrogen-hydrogen bond is single bond. But after bond formation, nitrogen left with 1 lone pair of electrons. But in water molecule, oxygen left with 2 lone pair of electrons. But just remember, this lone pair of electrons does not involve in any bond formation. If you take methane molecule, the central atom is carbon with 4 valency electrons, and even hydrogens also 4. Each hydrogen contribute 1 electron for the sake of carbon, and carbon also contribute 1 electron to 4 hydrogens respectively. In that way, a single covalent bond is formed between carbon hydrogen. And all the 4 carbon atoms are arranged in regular tetrahedron at all the 4 corners of the room. And in this way, methane molecule is obtained. And these structures, where we are using valence electrons are in dots and crosses, are called electron dot structures. So this is about the formation of single covalent bond. Now I am going to discuss about double covalent bond. Do you know the condition? My dear students, do you know the condition for double covalent bond? Tell me, what is the condition? A double bond is formed due to sharing of 2 pairs of electrons between bonding atoms. You are right. So 2 pairs of electrons would share. How? So this is about bond number 2. A double DOUBL, a double covalent bond. What is the condition? 2 pairs of electrons must share between the 2 bonding atoms, and it is denoted by 2 free lines, a double covalent bond. And in this category, the first molecule, what is meant for explanation is oxygen. What is the first molecule? Oxygen. What is the formula of oxygen? O2. Now let me take first oxygen here. Oxygen 1 with atomic number 8. Electronic configuration 2,6, number of shells are 2, but unstable. Still, this oxygen required 2 more electrons to attain stability. The nearest noble gas configuration to this oxygen is neon. For that purpose, one day this oxygen combines with another oxygen with the same electronic configuration and the same requirement. At appropriate internuclear distance, overlapping takes place and the structure is like this. And this is the common position which belongs to both the oxygens. This space is meant for first oxygen, this space is meant for second oxygen. Now, out of 6 valence electrons, requirement is 2, no? So, 2 electrons contributed to second oxygen by first oxygen. At the same time, even for the second oxygen, requirement is 2 only, no? So, this oxygen also contribute 2 valence electrons for the sake of first oxygen. Now, after bond formation, if you close this one, already both the atoms could share 4 electrons, and the remaining 4 electrons we are taking in the form of lone pair of electrons. Even in the first case of oxygen also, Already 4 electrons completed. This is the 5th one, 6th one, 7th one, 8th one. Now, after bond formation, both the oxygens attained the nearest noble gas configuration, neon, and attained stability. Now, let me show that in the form of figure. Oxygen, a double bond is formed between two oxygen atoms. And after this double bond formation, don't forget about these two lone pairs also. So, first lone pair, which does not involved in bond formation, and even for the second oxygen also, two lone pairs are there. And finally, this led to the formation of oxygen. So, let me ask one question. Be careful. These two pairs of electrons do not involved in bond formation. What name is given to these two pairs of electrons? Yes, tell me. Yes, you are right. Lone pair of electrons. And these pairs which involved in bond formation are called, yes, good, bond pairs. And these atoms which involved in bond formation are called bond pairs. So, while dealing these covalent molecules, remember three definitions: lone pairs, bond pairs, bonding atoms. Now, let us move on to the second molecule, which is very important, called carbon dioxide. In carbon dioxide, the central atom is carbon. See? Yes. This circle is meant for carbon. Good. You know about carbon? The atomic number of carbon is 6. Valence electrons are 4. Electronic configuration is 2, 4. So this carbon still require 4 more electrons to attain stability. For that purpose, this carbon wanted to bond with adjacent oxygen atoms. Because 2 oxygen atoms are there. 1 oxygen from this side, 1 oxygen from that side. Now this carbon contribute 2 valence electrons for the sake of first oxygen, 2 valence electrons for the sake of second oxygen, and this is the common position, also called overlapping position. And from oxygen side, the requirement factor is 2. So contribute 2 electrons for the sake of this bond pair, contribute 2 electrons for the sake of this bond pair. After bond formation, this carbon consisting of 8 electrons, it attained stability. Now, if you take this oxygen, for suppose, how many electrons are there? 4. So, you have to represent 4 more electrons in the form of lone pairs. Even for this oxygen also, you have to contribute 4 more electrons in the form of lone pairs. After bond formation, this structure is like this. Carbon. Since 2 electron pairs shared, a double bond is formed with oxygen. A double bond is formed with oxygen. And after bond formation, these 2 lone pair of electrons are as usual on every oxygen. So, both the oxygen left with 2 lone pairs of electrons. And finally, it is able to form carbon dioxide molecule. So, these are the best examples in the case of double covalent bond. And one more molecule is, this is work assignment for you, ethene. Do you know the molecular formula of ethene is? Yes, C2H4. So this is work assignment for you. Try to do at home conditions, work out seriously. Now, let me explain triple covalent bond. Okay? Now, let me rub this one and explain triple covalent bond. So, all of you look at the board very seriously. Triple covalent bond. So, do you know the condition for triple covalent bond? What is triple covalent bond? Bond is formed due to sharing of 3 pairs of electrons. A bond is formed, a covalent bond is formed due to sharing of 3 pairs of electrons, is called triple covalent bond, and it is denoted by 3 free lines like this. And the first example in this category is the best example, nitrogen. And nitrogen formula is N2. First nitrogen I am taking this side. Nitrogen biodata you know already. Atomic number same 2, 5 Kl. Yes, how many valence electrons are there in nitrogen? Single nitrogen, there are 5 valency electrons. But what is the use? This is unstable. In order to attain stability, still this required 3 more electrons. For that purpose, this nitrogen take part in bond formation with another nitrogen of the same configuration and requirement. Now, during the bond formation, at appropriate internuclear distance, means overlapping position, a bond is formed. And first circle belongs to nitrogen, second belongs to nitrogen, second nitrogen. And nitrogen contribute 3 electrons to second nitrogen. Since the requirement is 3, even from that nitrogen also, 3 electrons contributed towards this nitrogen. Requirement also same. But after bond formation, if you close one nitrogen, if you count 6 electrons already there. So let me take 1 dot here, 1 dot there, so as to complete 8 electrons. But these 2 dots are called lone pair of electrons. Like this, even in the nitrogen second also, there are 2 lone pairs of electrons, 2 lone electrons. And finally this led for the formation of nitrogen triple covalent bond, and finally nitrogen molecule is obtained. But don't forget to mention lone pair of electrons or lone electrons. So this is about nitrogen molecules. Nitrogen attained the nearest noble gas, that is neon, and becomes stable. And now move on to the second example, which is very important from carbon chemistry. Ethine. What is that example? Ethine. Do you know the molecular formula of ethine? C2H2. Since how many carbon atoms are there? 2 carbons. First let me draw the carbon structures. First carbon, second carbon. Yes. This is meant for first carbon, this is meant for second carbon. Good. And how many hydrogens are there? 2 hydrogens. One hydrogen from this side and another hydrogen from this side. First hydrogen H, second hydrogen H. Then what about requirement factor? This carbon consisting of 4 valency electrons. That is the real fact. Out of 4 valency electrons, 3 electrons are contributed to this carbon. 1 electron is contributed to this hydrogen. And this carbon, 3 electrons are contributed to this carbon. 1 electron is contributed to that hydrogen. From hydrogen side, the requirement is 1, you know. Only 1 electron contributed so as to complete the shared pair. After bond formation, each carbon attained the nearest noble gas configuration, neon, and becomes stable. Then what about 2 hydrogen atoms? Do you know the nearest noble gas to hydrogen? Helium. So in that way, hydrogen also become stable. So these are the best examples which we discussed under triple bond. And one more example is there, that is hydrogen cyanide. That, let me give that one for work. You try to do that work about hydrogen cyanide. The molecular formula of hydrogen cyanide is HCN. So dear students, this is about today's topic. What is that? Explanation or formation of molecules through covalent bond with the help of electron dot structures. Anyhow, we already discussed about 3 types of bonds. Very simple. First, single bond is formed due to sharing of one pair of electrons. A double bond is formed due to sharing of two pairs of electrons. And a triple bond is formed due to sharing of three pairs of electrons. While deriving these explanations come molecules, try to remember three definitions. What are they? Lone pair, bond pair, bonding atoms. Let me recapitulate once again. What is lone pair? The pair of electrons which do not involved in bond formation is called lone pair. And what is bond pair? The pair of electrons which take part in bond formation is called bond pair. And what are bonding atoms? The atoms which take part in bond formation. These are called bonding atoms. So, my dear friends, that's all for today's class. Tomorrow, we shall discuss about one of the very important and interesting topic, versatile nature of carbon. That means these many numerous compounds are formed due to single element carbon. How is it possible for carbon to form these many compounds in the nature? That is the next topic meant for. And till then, dear students, have a nice day. Thank you very much.